We had our exams sign up yesterday. To find out more, stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Reza Roudsari. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Education at the School of Dentistry, University of Manchester, and thanks a lot for joining me on another episode of Manchester Molars. So yesterday we had a very long but productive sign-up meeting whereby we had the chance to review the sign-up criterion for all our students in the BDS and BSc OHS program. Now, many of you have put a lot of effort in this academic year and we're more than happy to sign you up for your exams. However, a few of you are invited to come in and talk to us in what is nowadays called as the concern meeting. Now, the concern meeting is a new name for the SDRP, which used to be the Student Development Review Panel, whereby you get a chance to clarify exactly what's going on and what areas we might be able to help you to get ready for your exams. So if you are invited to come and meet us on a concern meeting, please do not be concerned. And this is your chance to come and talk to us and tell us whereabouts you are with preparation for your exams and of course your clinical work. Yesterday evening, I had the pleasure to meet many of our BDS Year 3 students on a meeting run by Dr. Dixon and Professor Gray. Please come and join me on a quick interview with Prof Gray so we can tell you what happened on the meeting. Hey, how are you today?
Very well, Reza. Dr. Rez, as you're known by the students. Yes, very good indeed.
Name now. I've been Dr. Roudsari, Dr. Reza, now Dr. Rez. Anyway, so first of all, thanks a lot to you and Carly for organizing the meeting yesterday. Would you like to give us a little summary of what was discussed yesterday, please?
Yes, so basically, do you realise it's just 1 year and 1 day after we were all sent home on the 17th of March, and it's incredible, isn't it, that, a year later we're still in trouble with this thing, which is a real nuisance, but resilient is what we are. But I think some of the third years were feeling a bit lost, understandably, and had a few concerns that we really wanted to sort of try and address. Mainly it's around format of exams and feeling that, they're not getting taught stuff that they're going to get examined on, and I can completely understand that. So we went through the fact that the OSCE is going to happen. It's it's not going to be like an OSCE of past. It will be actually carried out during a normal clinical skills session, so that'll make it less stressful. And we even gave them a very big hint as to what might be coming up, because an OSCE is something you have to do, and if you know about it a year in advance, it doesn't matter. You've still got to do the clinical bits to it. So hopefully that's reassured them. I set the exams for the SAP and the MCQ, so I can make sure that those areas that they're going to be examined in, they will be covered in the teaching, either in EBL sessions, symposia, or even additional sessions that we're going to run for them. So we're not there to catch anybody out. All they just need to know is the stuff that they need to know. There will be a communication station, which is where we might have actors in and stuff like that. And it will be straightforward stuff like taking histories and things like that. So it's nothing that the students can get upset about, hopefully. We also gave them the dates of a mock, because they wanted a mock, because of course they didn't get the end of second year mock last year, which was of concern that they would be going into a format of an exam that they wouldn't know anything about. So we're going to do a mock. Hopefully that will relax everybody. And we've got them the date of that. And I think we gave them the date of the actual exam as well. So one of the big things is there's a lot of teaching material on Blackboard, which is great. But I think a lot of the students felt that they're self-learning, and although it's an EBL course and there's a lot of self-directed learning going on, they needed some more. That's my wife in the background there. Hello, Kate. She's just got to pick up her new glasses, so I hope she'll be able to see me better now and realise that I really am good looking. But anyway, that's a different issue. So yes, the teaching things, there's a lot of good stuff that WAF has done. So we're going to find a tutor to sort of go through the slides to make that more understandable, and hopefully I understand that. We've got a Q&A session with Dr. Shupak and Prof Qualtra next Thursday. And I want this to be something where they can come in with any question they want about any worry that we've got. And if we can't answer it, then we'll answer it in another way. So hopefully those are a few changes that will make year 3 a little bit happier. I know they're not going to be completely happy because they're not doing the clinical work. And that, unfortunately, is down to COVID. It's not down to us not wanting to help. It's just down to COVID. And I think you did mention at the beginning of the chat yesterday, Reza, that, or if we didn't, that Scotland are actually repeating the years. We're hoping that isn't going to have to happen, so that our students can go through, and we would just try and make the learning experience as best as we can within time we've got. I don't know if you were there, Reza. Was there anything that you wanted to add to it?
Thanks, Nick. I think that was a very good summary. The only little thing I wanted to add is obviously we are here to help. We are on their side. So if they do have any suggestions that we may not have implemented yet, and it's a good suggestion that helps them to have more experience or better use of their clinical time or study time, then we welcome any suggestions and we would do our best in order to make sure we implement them. One little question for you though. So I think the fact that the three of us, you, Carly, and I came live, so there was opportunity for them to see us and ask any questions. That was quite positive, and we would like to do that again. Have you got a date in mind?
I think the sooner the better after Easter. So not straight away after Easter, because not much will have changed from now. So perhaps 2 or 3 weeks into the next term, I think it's helpful, because I think one of the things came up is communication. And it's not the same as it be doing everything by Zoom. I think that's become quite apparent. You can do symposia by Zoom, but having a chat with a student about small things that become big things to them is important. And Zoom's not right for it. But so therefore, I think we need to communicate more often. And I would suggest that yourself, myself, and Carly see them 2 or 3 weeks into the next term, just to say hello and then catch up with any, as you say, suggestions, because all the staff want to make things better. We're not there to catch anybody out. And I think I hope that came across at the meeting. And also it's a team effort. That students do well when everybody's firing in the same, singing off the same hymn sheet, and the staff are as well. And it becomes a really good learning environment. So we need to strive to get that as best we can, I think.
Thank you very much, Nick. Thanks for your time. I know that you've got another meeting coming up in 2 minutes. So I'll give you a little bit of time to breathe before that. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, Reza. Bye.
Now, for those of you who celebrate Nowruz, I hope your preparation is going as planned and your have-seen table is almost set. For those of you who don't know what Nowruz is, it's the first day of the Persian calendar, which happens to be this coming Saturday on the 20th of March this year. Now, Nowruz, for those people who do celebrate it, including myself and my family, is quite a big deal and is pretty much treated as big as Christmas. So in the similar fashion that you celebrate Christmas by setting up a Christmas tree, those who celebrate Nowruz set up a table which is known as have-seen. Now, the have-seen table, haft being 7 and seen being words which start with the sound se, contains a number of objects, most of them symbolic and essentially part of the spirit of Nowruz. So please come and join me. I will show you the have-seen table behind me. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got apple, which is seeb in Farsi. I've got garlic, which is seer. I've got smoky seed, which is sepand. I've got coins, which are sekke, and so on. So here, for example, apple is a symbol of health. Coin and money is a symbol of prosperity. Vinegar is a symbol of perseverance. And mirror is the symbol of purity. Traditionally, we also put a goldfish on the table, which is symbol of life, but I just borrowed one of my mollies from my tropical tank and just put it there for like literally a minute for videography, but I put him back in the tank before he gets too stressed out. Now, I don't know if you're a superstitious person or not and know what smoky seeds or sepand are. If you don't know what they are and what they're used for, please put it in the comments of this video. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of this episode of Manchester Molars. Until next Thursday, I've been Reza Roudsari. You've been amazing. Happy Nowruz, and I'll see you next week.